Hello and welcome back to Bransford Web's top 10 plants for this week. Wow, last week was one hell of a scorcher. I hope you all survived it, managed to keep all your plants alive in the garden centres. It's certainly been a busy old week keeping everything watered here, but stock is looking fantastic. And I certainly think after the heat of last week, temperatures looking really nice for this week, sort of low 20s to mid 20s, depending where you are in the country. Perfect gardening weather, and it really is time for a summer refresh and freshen up those containers in the garden, freshen up some bits of borders that got cooked last week, and certainly customers will be coming out looking for bits of colour and inspiration to keep their gardens looking fresh over the coming months. So I'm going to start off with this week's hero plant, and actually you can see that some of them behind me. So this is the Delphinium Delgenus series. So we've got Neva, the white one behind me. We've got Kingsley, which is a blue one, and then we've got this, which is Shantae. The Delgenus series just offer absolute impact and impulse for both the plant area and in the garden. So the first flower spike comes up. This holds really well. It'll hold well in the heat, and then it branches, multiple branches. So you can see these flower spikes coming around it. So you've got 6 to 8 weeks here of colour. If you keep watering that well and feeding it, it stays reasonably compact, so it'll flower up to about 3 foot tall. Plant that in a container or in the border. It's going to give your friends the wow factor in the garden, and certainly the wow factor as people walk into your plant area. We've got pink, white and blue. Not quite red, white and blue, but pink, white and blue. So with the World Cup theme on, they should do really well as well if you want to do a themed promotion on the plant area. They're in a 4.5 litre pot, looking absolutely stonking. And just look at those plants behind me. They are looking wonderful. So they are ready to go out into your plant area next week. If you're also looking for a larger pot size plant, we have got our 4.5 litre lavender Anukes. So absolutely loaded in bud and flower, more bud coming through from the base, looking absolutely wonderful. Again, great impact, great impulse for that summer refresh. People can just take this home, whack it in a pot in their patio, enjoy the bees on it all summer long. And then something for a bit of foliage colour, and that is Hebe, Rhubarb and Custard. A great variety developed by Tully's over in Ireland, and there's a new one coming through from next week, which those who came to the National Plant Show 2 weeks ago will have seen. Lovely red and pink foliage, really nice vigorous habit to it. So that's Hebe, Rhubarb and Custard. Then jumping back to 3 litre stock, we have got Rebecca, and this one is compact bicolour. As its name suggests, it's compact. Its flower starts off yellow and then the centres go orange, so you've got that bicolour. Just look at the amount of bud on there, looking absolutely stunning. Just starting to flower, so by the time it arrives next week, that flower's going to be fully open, and another one probably on top of that. Again, summer refresh, whack that into a pot on the patio, whack it into a border. It's going to be bright summer colour for the next few months, right the way through into the autumn now. And then more of a border plant than a pot plant, but these Budleias, this is the Pugster series. It used to be called the Rocket Stars, but it's been renamed the Pugsters. Absolutely fantastic garden plants. They'll grow to about 3 foot tall. They're semi-sterile, so they shouldn't reseed in the garden, and just loads of bud coming on those at the moment. We've got 3 colours, so we've got orchid, we've got indigo, and we've got pink as well, all looking lovely. All starting to show some colour with loads more bud coming, but as a border plant, these are absolutely stunning. And then this is our daily Dahlia series. So Sarah's going to have to remind me which this one is, because I've completely forgot. Topia. So as you can see, the Dahlia series, again, really nice and compact. Perfect for this summer refresh I'm talking about. Whack it into a pot. You're going to get colour all summer long with bright, vibrant colours. And there's 4 colours in that range, so check out the full availability. And then whether you want to put this in a pot or in the border, it works equally well. This is Allium Lavender Bubbles. Lovely sort of pinky mauve flower on there. You can see loads and loads of bud on there. Reliable in the garden. It just comes back year after year and just gets stronger and stronger each year. And then the last couple of this week's top 10. 3 things to go still. So we have got the real series of the leucanthemums. So we've got 3 in this range. This is Comet, which has this lovely sort of semi-double flower, looking absolutely lovely. Loads and loads of bud on there. Nice upright plant again. Better in the border, but you could put that in a container. So if you want to put a refresh, the white flowers, as the nights start tailing off in the next couple of weeks, just that nice white glowing out across the garden really lifts the garden on an evening. So just a bit of a design tip there for you. And then back to something to whack into a pot, and this is the Gaillardia Mesa series. Absolutely stunning, big flowers, 4 colours in the range, so from golds to reds, and then these bicolours. Really great in the pot, loads of flower all summer long, will just light up your patio and make it shine. And then last but not least, in a pot for the front of the pot collection or front of the border, this is the Sedum Sun Sparkler series. So we've got 3 in this range. This is Lime Zinger. It's got a lovely red edge to the plant. I've got a fly attacking me. Lovely red edge to the plant, and then it will flower this lovely delicate pink later on in the summer. That's it for this week. As I say, it's time to refresh those gardens after the heat we had last week. Let's get inspiring the customers, get some great displays on the plant area with some fresh stock, and push sales on into the summer. Goodbye for now.